Hey, welcome to my super terribly lit video today. I've been thinking a lot about this shutdown, like everyone has. And Vivi and I went to the beach last night, and I remembered some things I wanted to share. And primarily, that is when we think about that there's this shutdown happening. The restaurants are shutting down again. I don't know what's happening with stores, whatever. Vivi and I had two experiences like a day apart. One was we went on an adventure to a store, and it was going to be a fun adventure where we were going to get a craft and make something really that we were excited about. And the other one was we went to the beach. So the first one was where we went to the store. And what I noticed in the store was I just sort of got all of the energy sucked out of me, even though I'd been feeling like so happy and good and energized. It just sucked the energy out of me. There's something about people's faces being covered up too that is dehumanizing, impersonal, and disconnected. That is really difficult. And I think maybe a lot of people don't register that consciously that that's happening. And I wonder about children's brains who are developing in the context of interpersonal relations and facial expressions and mirror neurons and all of those things that are developing, like what kind of a cost that this is having. But basically, I noticed that my energy was gone after that. So I didn't want to do anything. We ended up going home and not even doing what we had planned on doing. And then yesterday, we went to the beach. And we just packed a bag and parked. And then we were able to find a place where there was this hill of sand that I don't know why it was there. Anyway, big, long hills of sand. And we had so much fun. We played. And then when it started to get dark, we walked along the beach and we ran and pretended like we were wild horses and talked about the ocean and the birds there. We laughed at the birds and not at them in a mean way. But we just had so much fun. And what I realized looking at the water was that when things shut down, we kind of have this I will too, have kind of so depressing. The world is shutting down. And it is depressing because we're missing out on that connection we have with other human beings. But also what we're missing out on in our regular life when we think we are just bodies who go to stores and restaurants is our connection with the natural world. And being in that connection last night, running along the ocean with Vivi, we were both so energized. The whole time I just kept feeling better and better and better. It's so healing. I remember seeing a study of that's why, one of the reasons why surfers love surfing, because they actually get this chemical interaction that happens with the waves when they breathe it, and it's an antidepressant and probably a lot of other things. But that a lot of people are really unaware that they're even missing out at all on the connection with nature. And it's not that we're connected to nature. I just kept thinking, no one can shut this down. No one can say, I can't walk on the beach. No one can do that. No one should ever have the right to bar us from our communion with nature, because it belongs to us. And it doesn't belong to us in a sense of ownership. It belongs to us because we are its children. We are made out of the natural. We are the natural world. And when we lose that connection with natural spaces, and most people I think are so disconnected they don't even know that that's missing. that we're really missing out on something magical and so foundational for our health and our mental health and our life experience. So I want to just encourage, when stores are shutting down, restaurants are shutting down, you can't shut down a tree and you can't shut down a trail. Well, you can, but you can find some that aren't shut down. You can't totally shut people off to these natural places because they are the ground for everything, literally and figuratively. So just pondering on the health effects of spending an evening at the beach. And there's so much there that we don't even process, that our conscious awareness isn't tuned into, but that our bodies have evolved with that natural area, and our subconscious has evolved with that. We are a part of, we are one with the natural areas. And so encouraging everyone that you're not alone, even if we are told to stay home and stay out of public areas. You're not alone. You are part and particle of everything that is. And if you can, to get out to a natural area, because it will lift your spirits, it will energize you, it will heal you. If you can, go without shoes. If you can, hug a tree, literally. Just get yourself out there with the natural world that you are, because you will resonate with it and you will feel good again. So I hope that that's something out of all of this madness, that people start reconnecting to those natural areas, because they don't have unnatural areas as available. But I sadly think that a lot of people are so unaware of that they're sitting in their homes, getting more and more depressed, having suicidal thoughts, feeling so discouraged. And there's a whole world out there that has nothing to do with needing a key or to get into it, or a membership card or anything like that, that is your heritage and that you actually need to feel good and to be healthy. So go get back in touch, in a way that is reciprocally respectful, so that we are not using nature. We are just enjoying it and being reflected. We're being reflecting and reflected in that interaction. So peace and health and happiness to everybody. Thank you.